It's Saturday. It's Saturday, 10 to 6. And before I first of all, I want to say thank you to Lisa, who, I think it's Lisa the Gate, who made a couple of comments on my vlog about Musk and Trump. And she made me think, and she did it in a way that didn't make me feel defensive. It made me think. And I want to thank her for that. And I have commented, I have replied. I want to acknowledge that I am in a very different position to a lot of people, particularly over in the USA. I'm higher up on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs in terms of I have all that I need. I feel safe. I feel nurtured. I'm fed. I have warmth. All of those things. I'm the age that I am. It means I don't have to go out to work. I have financial security. I have lots of leisure time. I have all of this time to sit and think and sit and do what I do. And people like Lisa, who is, I believe, a mother with children, who's working nights as a nurse, who lives in a city where the crime rate's high, has been high, is high, and is living a life of fear. And particularly now, a life of fear, and she mentions fight or flight, and so yeah, all of that stuff. And yeah, it's little wonder that people perhaps have voted the way they voted because they were made promises. Because they were made promises and they voted based on that. And it's made me reflect. It's made me really reflective today, thinking about how lucky I am, how my life is, and in comparison to so many. So thank you, Lisa. It's Saturday, and I said to Mark this morning, I said, it doesn't feel like a Saturday. And I think the other thing about how we live our lives is that when we retired in 2006, I'm not sure about Mark, but I stopped wearing a watch and decided I would not be working to a rhythm or moving to having any routine. Now that has its downfalls, but not having a routine is quite nice. We spent years looking at our watches, working one-to-one with people in 50-minute appointments each day, blocking out appointments of the day. And Mark carried on when he was working in the community, having an appointment system that he had to adhere to. And I think it was nice to stop doing that. So we don't do that, and we don't have any routine. And so on a Saturday, we're not doing what other people might be doing on a Saturday. And I'd forgotten all of those things, those Saturday things, that it will be different for everybody, of course. For some people, it means it's their chance to go shopping, food shopping. For other people, like when Mark and I were working and living in Devon, we would, on a Saturday, we'd go and wander along the high street and browse, spend money that we thought we had that we didn't have. It's like, when you've got credit cards, you spend money that you think you have, and you're looking at how much you're earning and you think, oh, yeah, I can have that. So we do that. And we did that in Canterbury when we were living in Canterbury. So that was sort of our Saturday. But we don't do that now. And a lot of people will be doing their Saturday things. They'll be doing their food shopping. They'll have housework to catch up on, washing to catch up on, things that you do. And then you get a Sunday off perhaps, or, you go out and you're watching a child at a football match, or you're going to watch a football match, or you're going to watch sport, or we don't do any of that. So our week's not very punctuated. And this week, Specifically, there was no art on Thursday, so it wasn't even punctuated by that, which might explain why I wasn't thinking it was Saturday. And I was just thinking that actually we do have 2 days in the week where something's happening. So Vicky comes on Tuesday, we have art on a Thursday. Both those used to fall on a Thursday, and I find it really hard to have more than one thing happening on a day. And it reminded me of I was talking to messaging Gemma, who I'm going to be Zooming on Wednesday, who I did my functional health stuff with. And I was trying to make an appointment with her, and I said, "Oh no, I can't do that. And I've got an appointment and whatever." She said, "Well, what time's your so-and-so appointment?" And it was like, "Well, that doesn't matter. That will be it. One appointment. I can't do 2 appointments. One appointment will be enough." And it just, so she runs on an appointment system. She's a horse chiropractor. So don't ask me why she's doing my functional health stuff. Well, because she trained as a functional health, I can't remember her title, but so she did that. So she's working with humans as well, but she started off as a horse chiropractor, and is still doing horses. So I don't know whether when she fits me in, she's fitting me in between. When she talks about, I'll do that when I've finished with this client, it could be that she's finishing with a horse. I don't know. So yeah, it just made me laugh again. It's like people, me included, have no idea what's going on in other people's lives. We have no idea what they're doing, how they're coping, how stressful their lives are, or how relaxed their lives are. Ours is very relaxed, and we're more noticing it more, obviously, because we're no longer having to run backwards and forwards to physio, hospital appointments, sort his knees out, nurse appointments coming to sort his knees out. All of that is behind us, and it's very noticeable. Even still, it's very noticeable and very nice. Very happy with it. I ordered a blood test the other day. One of the things that I discovered when I did the poo test with Gemma was that I'd got Helicobacter pylori, and that was back in March. And for about 10 months, I've been taking various supplements to attack it. If you go to your doctor, I wouldn't have gone to him to have requested this, because I'm not sure it was that urgent. I didn't have any symptoms. So, if you go to your doctors, quite often they'll give you 2 or 3 different types of antibiotics. Well, I really wasn't interested in taking antibiotics. When we did the test, my gut biome came back as really healthy because of the food that we eat, because we don't eat a lot of UPF and all of that. I'd got a really healthy gut biome, and there was no way that I wanted to kill it with antibiotics, because that's what would have happened. It would have killed my biome, and I would have had to have built that up again, and I wasn't willing to do that. So for 10 months, I mean, it wasn't, here's your prescription, do this for 10 months. It was just take these and keep taking these. And so I kept taking them. And about a month ago, I thought, oh God, I'm so bored with taking these bloody supplements. And I thought, so then I started to try and get in touch with Gemma, and I thought, I don't think I want to do another gut test. The other thing on that was that I had very high zonulin, but and that was about the gluten. And I did go, some gluten for quite a while, or as gluten free as I could, but I haven't kept that up. It was just too difficult to find stuff to eat for supper. And my wraps were half the size of other people's wraps, my gluten-free wraps. It was just like, try and wrap something in them, and you couldn't. So I gave up on the gluten, and I've given up on that. I didn't really notice any specific better health, I don't think, because of giving up gluten. And it's sort of like there's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Half of the people say it doesn't work, half of the people say it does. It's like it's still not definitive, I think. So I got a blood test. Which arrived yesterday, and it's just a finger prick test. Like, when you stab yourself to do your blood sugars or whatever. And then it looks like pregnancy test or a COVID test. It looks like that. It's the plastic thing. So I did that, bled my finger and it wouldn't bleed. And then when I did start bleeding, I couldn't stop it bleeding. But anyway, I did that and it came up negative. So I'm really pleased that that's gone and I don't have to carry on taking the supplements. Did I take apple cider vinegar? Some sort of broccoli. I think it was broccoli sprouts. I can't remember because I was taking supplements for other stuff as well, so I can't remember. But anyway, I stopped. So I'm really pleased about that. I bought these. I know, I'm a bit weird. I bought these in IKEA a few years ago now. And they're they're hooks. So when they're on the wall, if this is the wall, they're like that. And then you hang stuff over them. And I'm thinking, and I liked them because I like them. I didn't want them as hooks. And I thought, but if you've got them as hooks, when they're on the wall with stuff on them, you're not going to see them. And I want to see them. So they were blue tacked to the wall in the hallway for a while. Because I sat out there, had my desk out there for a while, several years ago. And these have been sitting there on the wall. And I thought, I'm going to take those off the wall. So I've taken them off the wall, but I don't know what to do with them. Because they haven't got any, I mean, I could stand them. I haven't really got any very empty flat spaces that they could stand on. The shelf unit behind me is slatted. So you can't, they won't balance on there, they'll fall. But yeah, I'm pleased I've taken them off the wall. I'll find out something to do with them. So that's it really. It's been a bit wet. I've done a video of the birds feeding in the rain. And so the tripod was standing next to the wood pile. So you will have heard the rain quite considerably, I think, on the tarpaulins that cover that. I think the wind got up as well. I haven't played it back yet. I did a cloud video and uploaded that normally, but the Groove video I was able to put into Movie Maker. So I think that I have found a spare cable that is working, because none of my cables were working and I haven't been able to use Movie Maker for ages. So I'm pleased about that because it means I can edit videos again instead of just putting them as they are, because I can't fiddle around with them. So that's good. So that's what I've done today. We had, I made loads of eggs. I think I shared a picture of the eggs. So everybody's laying. And I made frittata for lunch, which I used 8 eggs. So I made frittata. So that's good. There's a bit of it left. I think we might have a bit of it left for supper. So that was really nice. It's good to use the eggs, but then we are going to get overrun now. But Vicky comes on Tuesday, so I'll give her some eggs. And then I was going to take some for Cleo, but I didn't. And it's too late now because I've only got 2 eggs left. But when we come back up tonight after putting them away, we'll probably have 5 eggs. So they're going to just multiply quite quickly. So that, contrary to what's going on in the USA with eggs, my eggs are free apart from the cost of feeding the chickens. And I have never worked out what my egg costs compared to my food costs for the chickens. Never worked that out. I can't imagine I will do now. I can't work out. I think a sack of poultry food, layers, pellets or ponders as it is here, is about €18, and that probably lasts more than a month. So yeah, my eggs are really cheap. Anyway, thanks for watching. And see you. I lost a few subscribers with my last my last political vlog, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.